Hello, my friends. Welcome back. I hope you are having a peaceful and wonderful day. Today, I want to tell you the story of a man who imagined the future. He was an inventor, an engineer, and a dreamer. Some people called him a genius, while others thought he was strange. Many of his ideas were far ahead of his time, and even today, more than 80 years after his death, people still admire him. His name was Nikola Tesla. When people hear the name Tesla, they often think about electricity, inventions, and science. But Tesla's story is much more than that. It is a story about imagination, hard work, success, and disappointment. How did a boy from a small village become one of the most famous inventors in history? Let's find out together. Before we begin, if you enjoy learning English through stories, please subscribe to Everstory English. Your support helps us create more stories for your English learning journey. Nikola Tesla was born on July 10, 1856, in a small village called Smiljan. Today, this area is part of Croatia, but at that time, it was part of the Austrian Empire. Tesla's father was a priest, and he wanted Nikola to become a priest too. However, young Nikola had different dreams. He loved nature, machines, and asking questions. As a child, Tesla was extremely curious. He noticed things that other people ignored. He watched rivers, birds, and the wind, and everything around him made him wonder how the world worked. Tesla also had an extraordinary memory. He could remember entire books and solve difficult problems in his head. Many people were amazed by his abilities. When Tesla was young, he became interested in electricity. At that time, electricity was still new and mysterious, and most people did not understand it. But Tesla was fascinated by it and wanted to learn everything he could. As he grew older, he attended school and studied engineering. He was an excellent student who learned quickly and worked very hard. His teachers often praised him, and Tesla dreamed of creating inventions that could improve people's lives. After finishing his studies, Tesla worked in different engineering jobs across Europe. He gained valuable experience, but he wanted more. He wanted to be where new inventions were changing the world. In 1884, he made a life-changing decision and moved to the United States. Tesla arrived in New York City with very little money. He carried only a few belongings and a letter of recommendation. But he carried something much more important as well: his ideas. Soon after arriving in America, Tesla began working for Thomas Edison. Edison was already famous and was considered one of the most successful inventors in the world. At first, Tesla admired him and believed they could work together. However, the two men were very different. Edison preferred practical solutions, while Tesla preferred bold new ideas. Their biggest disagreement involved electricity. Edison supported direct current, or DC electricity, while Tesla believed alternating current, or AC electricity, was much better. AC electricity could travel longer distances and provide power more efficiently. Tesla was convinced that AC was the future. Eventually, Tesla left Edison's company and decided to work on his own ideas. This was not easy. For a time, he struggled to survive. He worked difficult jobs, earned very little money, and faced many hard days. But Tesla refused to give up. He continued developing his inventions and searching for opportunities. Then an important opportunity arrived. A businessman named George Westinghouse became interested in Tesla's work. Westinghouse believed in AC electricity and purchased Tesla's patents. He also supported Tesla's ideas and helped bring them to the world. Together, they worked to build electrical systems that could power entire cities. This period became known as the War of Currents. On one side was Edison and DC electricity. On the other side was Tesla and AC electricity. The competition was intense, and both sides tried to convince the public that their system was better. In the end, Tesla's system won. Today, AC electricity is used in most parts of the world. Every time we turn on a light, charge a device, or use electricity in our homes, we benefit from Tesla's ideas. As a result of his success, Tesla became famous. Newspapers wrote about him, and people attended his demonstrations. They watched in amazement as electricity moved through wires and lit up entire rooms. Tesla loved showing people what science could do and inspiring them with new possibilities. One of Tesla's greatest achievements came in 1893, when the World's Fair in Chicago used AC electricity. Millions of visitors saw the display, and the event proved that Tesla's system worked on a large scale. It was a huge success. Later, Tesla helped design a power station at Niagara Falls. This project used the power of moving water to generate electricity and became one of the most important engineering achievements of its time. The success made Tesla even more famous. But Tesla was never satisfied. He always wanted to do more. His imagination never stopped. He dreamed about wireless communication, transmitting electricity through the air, and creating inventions that seemed impossible. Some of his ideas were brilliant, while others were too ambitious for the technology of his time. Tesla often spent all his money on new experiments because he cared more about invention than wealth. As a result, he sometimes faced serious financial problems. Many investors lost confidence in his projects, and funding became difficult to obtain. Yet Tesla continued working anyway because he believed the future would eventually understand his ideas. As he grew older, Tesla became more isolated. Many of his friends passed away, and his fame slowly faded. New inventors appeared, new technologies emerged, and the public paid less attention to him. Yet Tesla never stopped thinking. He continued writing notes, creating plans, and imagining the future. One unusual thing about Tesla was his love for pigeons. He often fed pigeons in New York parks and said they brought him comfort. During his later years, they became important companions in his life. By the 1930s, Tesla was living alone in a hotel room. He was no longer wealthy, and many people had forgotten his achievements. But Tesla remained proud of his work because he knew his inventions had changed the world. On January 7, 1943, Nikola Tesla died in New York City at the age of 86. At the time of his death, he was not as famous as he had once been. However, over the years, people began to recognize his importance again. Scientists studied his inventions, historians wrote books about him, and engineers admired his creativity. Today, many people consider Tesla one of the greatest inventors in history. His ideas helped create the modern world. Electric power systems, motors, and wireless technology were all influenced by his work. Many of the things we use every day exist because of the ideas he developed. Tesla showed us the power of imagination. He showed us the importance of curiosity and reminded us that great ideas often begin as dreams. His life was not perfect. He experienced failure, loneliness, and disappointment. But he never stopped believing in his vision. What can we learn from Nikola Tesla? We can learn the importance of curiosity because he never stopped asking questions. We can learn the importance of persistence because he continued working even when life was difficult. We can learn the importance of creativity because he imagined possibilities that other people could not see. Today, as we learn English, we are doing something similar. Every new word expands our world. Every story teaches us something new. Every day of learning brings us closer to our goals. Just as Tesla believed in the power of knowledge, we should continue learning and growing every day. Thank you for listening to this story today. I hope you enjoyed learning about Nikola Tesla, and I hope this story helped you improve your English. If you enjoyed this video, please like, subscribe, and join us for more timeless stories. Until next time, keep learning, keep listening, and keep growing with Everstory English.